Well, something I wanted to go over. Um, Start listening to podcasts a little more. By the way, I'm going to be drinking beer in this. And there was one with Marcus Luttrell and Team Never Quit and Two Lamb. And Two was talking about, all the racism and crap he dealt with growing up. I'm not going to mention that, but it wanted me to share my Never Quit story. So, my Never Quit story began when I was in first grade. Before that, I never realized I was any different than anybody else. I thought, that, the way my parents raised me and everything, I was looked, sounded like everyone else. Got to first grade, got picked on, beat up, fine, you know, and I live in a predominantly white community. I get it. So I dealt with that. Oh, I want to say probably until about sixth, seventh, eighth grade, somewhere around there. And then I started getting into sports. Not that it elevated my status with anybody, but it kind of took the spotlight off the fact that I was Asian in a predominantly white community. It's fine, I get it. I look different, sound different, which is fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You want to make fun of someone from looking different, that's on you, man. So I want to say about I say I was about 12. About 4 years, I really found my groove with sports. Basketball, football, track. And even taekwondo. When I did that, I was very athletic. When I was 15, rolls around, got in my car accident. So now, once I actually feel good about myself and starting to blend in a little bit, what happens? Put into another category, another stigma of what I can and can't do, I guess. So after that, it was hard. From about 16 to about 19 years old, once I graduated high school, I had two personas that people saw me. I was Luke, that everybody else knew before I got hurt. Luke after everybody, or Luke that everybody knew after I got hurt. Very few people that I still talk to and communicate with know that there's that very small piece that where you're going to get both of them. So I had to fight not 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 maybe a little bit of an outside appearance, but not as much as I did when I found out I looked different. Because at that point I was much older. I didn't care as much. People knew who I was. But now I had to fight the idea that I'm getting pointed and stared at because maybe I am Asian, maybe I am in a wheelchair. And I didn't know, and that unknown scared me. Just like anything else. Anything that is unknown to you scares you. It's always going to be that way. It doesn't matter who you are. If it's unknown to you, it's going to scare you. So after 16, led most of my life, just being Luke, the guy in the wheelchair, especially around my friends and the guys I went to high school with, because by that point they didn't see me any different. I had my own group of friends, So then I went to college. I started out at a community college, and that started a whole nother another chapter of my life where I'm like, wow, I could be anybody I want to be. I could be that grumpy guy in a wheelchair that nobody wants to talk to. I could be that guy that yells at people for helping them out. I chose to be myself. I chose to be happy, not really caring what people thought about me, not really caring about what people perceived me as, whether it was, you want to open a door for me, that's fine. Or you want to think, hey, maybe I'm less of a person because I'm never going to walk again. It really didn't matter to me at that point because I was so comfortable with myself at that point. So I went to community college for 2 years, worked out great. Went to a university for a couple more years. And that was, the transition from a community college to university, that was much different. It wasn't everybody, like at a community college, it's all, everybody you went to high school with, probably goes there. These were people from out of state, people that I didn't know. So I had the opportunity to reinvent myself again. Did I want to? Yeah. I didn't want to quit. I didn't want to quit being who I was and true to myself. So I made it through college being, if you went to college with me and you're watching this, you know exactly how I was, And then graduated college, became a dad. Didn't want to quit on that either. I love my kids. So quitting on something like that, that's just not an option, But did I feel like quitting from the time I was in first grade to all the curveballs? Oh, hell yeah, I did. Many times I wanted to quit. And when I say quit, I don't mean just sitting on the couch and doing nothing. I meant taking it all the way and quitting. Because it hurt. So if, you're thinking about quitting or anything, I'm going to tell you, during this day that you feel like quitting, it'll get better. Might not be right away. Might not be tomorrow. But the best thing about a brand new day, it's a brand new set of things. That's something that's been on my mind and I want to share with you guys out there. Some of you guys might not care. Some of you might. But I think so much of it, like I said, I was listening to that podcast. Everyone's throwing curveballs throughout life. Doesn't matter what it is. But when you get that no quit attitude, that you just got to keep pushing, you just got to keep doing it, man. If it was easy to do, it probably wasn't worth doing. And it's been a while since I thought about stuff like this. So, let me know what you guys think. You got a story to tell, let me know. Thanks, guys.